VOA Special English Educational Course, professors have lectured for centuries, but how effective is lecturing to students compared to working with them? A new study compared two classes of beginning physics course at the University of British Columbia in Canada. There were more than 260 students in each section. Both were taught by popular and experienced professors. The study took place for 1 week near the end of the year. One class continued to be taught in the traditional lecture style. The other professor was replaced by two teachers. They had little teaching experience but received training in interactive teaching methods. The training was led by Carl Wyman, a Nobel Prize winning physicist who leads a science education program. There were almost no lecturing. The teachers put the students in the small groups to discuss and answer questions. The instructors always gave feedback after the groups did tests, and they gave readings and quizzes to finish before the class, so the students would come prepared to discuss the material. Professor Wyman says there were a great deal of data showing how identical these two large sections of the class were before the study. At the end of the experiment, both classes took the same test. Students in the interactive class scored nearly twice as high as those in the traditional class. Attendance also increased that week. Graduate student Ellen Scalu was one of the teachers. She says the methods they used are designed to encourage students to think like scientists. Also, as part of the teaching, the study appeared in May in the journal Science. It seemed to confirm earlier findings about lecturing to have large classes, but some experts have criticized both the way the study was done. Both the researchers who taught the class, Miss Gallo, Louis Dosmeriers, were also authors of the study. This could raise questions about whether their involvement might have influenced the result. Professor Wyman is currently on leave from the University of British Columbia and University of Colorado. He is Associate Director for Science in the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy. He says research has shown better ways to teach based on evidence about how the brain learns, and he hopes more professors will learn that how someone teaches may be more important than who does the teaching. For VOA Special English, I'm Alex Villarreal. You can find a link to the physics test that the student took at the voaspecialenglish.com.